I'm changing locations and shit. Man, get into this motherfucking bag. Stand up the way, Sacrificing time for this shit. Man, I got a plan. Tried to tell niggas years ago. They ain't understand. Riding by myself and it's cool. I'm all in my head. Everything in life you can't replace. I build relationships. Pretty little smile make a nigga wanna lock it in. We met the same time I lost a friend. We should try again. You been on my mind. You should hop in. I ain't gonna hurt you, baby girl. You know we locked in. Used to be on FaceTime calls on the regular. Never made time, landed on my busy schedule. Now every time I hit the bay, you know I think of you. Working on your brand, love, you know that I.
Reporting live from the liquor store, man. And when all three of us come together, man, it's Cowboys UnCut.
Goddess.
West Coast Cowboy in the middle, the Kanye West of this content stuff.
And I'm a day one type of girl. Ain't nothing wishy-washy over here. I don't jump around, stick to one side. Yeah, the silver, the blue, we got them in their feelings. That star on the field, come pay the D a visit. They say it's hatred, is it? I call it hate and simping. Cause if we wasn't that hating, they wouldn't be in our business. Listen, West Coast say the water tastes better. The fan base go harder, and all the ladies get wetter. Yeah, that's how it is when you straight reppin' for Dallas. We get it in the trap, and landlord tell us what's happening. No explanations in no shape, form, or fashion. When Henny drop the stats, ain't nothing else to be asking. Them numbers don't lie, that's why your argument dry. And we still got them rings, you got your eyes on our prize. Whether an eagle, a giant, or a commando, you in the parking lot crying, we in the Lambo, we stay in our bag, we run it up in the draft. You still talking about the 90s, so who's stuck in the past? Get off me, and I'ma need you 6 feet back. And we ain't hearing nothing till your team beat that. And we ain't scared of running. So one team over here is Cowboys, believe that. Yeah, this you got is the poet. Big up West Coast Cowboys, HTM Sports, and LandLord from Alabama. Y'all check them boys out, man. Don't play around with the Cowboys content. Yeah, and you know it's DC. Yeah, DC 4L. All day, every day.
My dear Aunt Sally, we is at the P right now. We gotta go to free agency, then we gotta go to draft, then we can talk about training camp.
And Stephen Jones, who's also a multi-millionaire, moves and feels like a what? Like a dude that is got $15 in his bank account.
We finna come marching to Dallas with our picket signs, ticket torches, everything we can find.
It's your boy, Henny the Moore, reporting live from the liquor store. And man, Tyler Guyton has had an amazing training camp, and he played an amazing preseason opener against the Los Angeles Rams. Now, I'm glad that's the case because he's going to have to go out there and start week 1 now that we know that Chuma Edoga will miss close to a month, if not more, with a big toe injury. Will he play well out the gate? Who knows? But I believe in his long-term viability as a starting left tackle in the National Football League. And I believe, man, baptism by fire ain't never hurt nobody. And we are live in the building, man. What's good with y'all? It's your boy, Henny the Moore, reporting live from the liquor store. And right beneath me is the Kanye West, right? The John the Baptist of the Dallas Cowboys content circle, man. West Coast Cowboy. How you living, bro?
Shoot, what's up with y'all, man? I woke up this morning. Shoot, man. Shout out to Law Nation, bro. Law Nation was up. Me and Law was both up this morning, so salute to him. I'll give him his love because I saw him hit that little the Lawson news, and then I as soon as I saw it, I was like, what the heck? And then went on there too. So shout out to my brother Law Nation, man.
Indeed. And I was just telling Wes, man, like, he 2 hours behind me because I'm in Texas. He's in California. So usually when early morning transactions happen, I'm calling trying to wake him up and tell him the good news. I woke up. I still had sleep in my eye. I ain't fully got out of bed just yet. I see West Coast posted about Carl Lawson.
Bro, I made a video. I made a video at 4:15 this morning, bro. Yeah. Sat on my couch and edited the whole. It took me. I was moving slow. That's all I'm gonna say. You could tell I was moving slow in the video too, because I had a wife beater on and I had to go. At first, I edited the video without doing the video. Like I had the video ready, and I had the graphics already. And then I realized, dang, bro, you didn't even talk. You didn't say anything. So I had to go outside, stand on my porch, my dog's barking, and hit it up and talking about Carl Lawson. You know what I mean? So
Indeed, man. And
I know
hey,
if I'm making a video about you at 4 o'clock in the morning, yes, you better do something.
but I was just gonna say, man, I'm happy for the Dallas Cowboys because listen, our normal complaint about the Dallas Cowboys is that they sit on their hands, they don't actually do anything in acquiring talent. For the guy that says that player acquisition is 365. Stephen Jones normally never makes moves to bring in quality players. Well, in under 24 hours, he brought in two quality players to help the Dallas Cowboys defensive line. So we're going to talk about that in depth. We're going to talk about the Raiders preseason game, man. But y'all know the prerequisites when y'all tap in with your independent content creators. If you're tapping in with us, please hit that like button on any platform that you're on. If you're on YouTube, if you're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, I might be missing some. Whatever stream you're on, man, hit that like button. It goes a long way helping out with the algorithms to push the content out there. After you hit that like button, make sure that you hit that share button. And sharing is caring. I know your granny, auntie, somebody in your family done told you that in your lifetime. So you got love for HTM Sports. You got love for LandLord from Alabama, who is running fashionably late. If you got love for West Coast Cowboy, share that content, hit that like button, and please slap the shit out of an Eagles fan, man. And if you're able to do so, I will be able to give you half off on all the merchandise inside the liquor store.
Yeah.
Go ahead, man.
And this is what I say, man. Let's get into this content. You guys already know whenever West Coast go live, there's a couple things y'all must do. First thing y'all must do is you must hit that share button. So I need everybody right now, no matter where you are, to hit that share button. What's up with you, T Smooth? What's up with you, Joe Trent China? Uh, what's up with you, Thomas Olson? What's up, my guy? Marcus McFarland. What's up, my guy? Cowboy Stand Nation, stand up. Make sure King G, what's up with you, Tranchina? Jason Bien, what's up with you, sir? Danny Savage, Draft, Drew Rue, what's up with you? Uh, he's
Paul,
GWO.
T Smooth, Marcus McFarland. Salute to
Yeah.
everybody out there, man.
What's up with you? Even the Lee Harrison, what's up with you? Even the people that saying the Cowboys are trash but still watching, man, listen to me. You guys are the real fans because you know I couldn't watch a trash can. I just don't. They're not entertaining, right? So if I thought something was a trash can, I just couldn't. I don't watch my trash can. I usually just sit it in the corner and just let it do its thing. But the fact that you guys watch your trash can to make sure no one steals it, that's what's up. And the fact that you're actually supporting that trash can, like you guys are watching, so that means you're actually giving us putting views on here to make sure that our lights stay on at night. Man, listen to me. I appreciate you because I know it's easy to watch Cowboy content when you're a Cowboy fan, but it's a whole nother love for the Cowboys when you hate them and you still watch them. So in 2024, I'm not making fun of my haters. I'm telling all my lovers, y'all need to be more like my haters because don't nobody support you like a motherfucker that hates you, bro.
Facts. Facts on top of facts, man.
You
So,
dig?
hey, man. So, where you want to start? You want to start with the defensive tackle? You want to start with the edge? Or you want to talk
Let's
Raiders
start with the
first?
defensive tackle, and then we'll start with actually let's start with Carl Lawson, and then we'll work our way back.
All right, cool, cool. So we'll start with Carl Lawson. So Carl Lawson is a veteran defensive end, former Jet, and the Dallas Cowboys picked him up. Now, what
They
people
probably,
don't
hey, real quick, they probably signed him yesterday and announced it this morning. I can almost guarantee you. I can guarantee you, Jerry Jones was not up at 3 o'clock in the morning talking to Carl Lawson.
I go
They
I
signed it.
go I'll go
They
even
signed his boy
further.
yesterday and announced it this morning. Go ahead.
I'll go even further. He worked out for the Dallas Cowboys like a week ago and posted a star after the workout. He probably knew the contract was coming and they were just waiting. Like he probably
Mm-hmm.
already knew he had a job. That's why he
Good
went ahead and
freaking
posted it
point,
out
boy.
there.
Good
Yeah,
point. That's a good point.
yeah, it's probably been in the works because they had got Tony Shaka and all those other dudes that came in and worked out the same time that he worked out. He didn't sign a contract, but he still posted the Dallas Cowboys star. So I don't know what kind of machinations went on behind the scene, but he's here now, and I'm happy about that. Because I was really upset when they didn't sign him the first time around. Because when he is healthy, he is a damn good defensive end. He's not Micah Parsons. He's not uh, one of the best pass rushers in the world. But the last time that he was healthy in 2022, he was a 7-sack guy. He was a 7-sack guy. And listen, if we're being honest, that's more production than what even Sam Williams gave you. We know we needed to replace him. You gave up no assets to get him because he was a free agent. So I love it. I love the signing for the Dallas Cowboys.
I mean, I like it too. I mean, obviously, this is more like this is like a Dante Fowler sign. Older, not necessarily an older guy, but Carl Larson still very much has something that he wants to prove in this NFL. This was a guy that was picked pretty damn high. He was a first round pick coming out, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Let me see where Carl Lawson was drafted.
I feel like he was, man.
Let me see. I'm gonna pull him up.
Also, you know what I know about Carl Larson? Like, there was a lot of people when he was getting drafted that wanted the Cowboys to draft him initially. So, like, once the Cowboys get you on your radar, man, as long as you are productive and keep yourself clean, keep yourself clean as far as like staying out of trouble, the Cowboys will circle around and get your ass. You know what I'm saying? So,
Let me see. Wiki. Here we go. All right. So Carl Lawson was drafted 4th round. He was a
fourth.
fourth round pick out of Auburn. Made the All
I'm
Rookie
thinking about
team.
somebody else then. I don't know why. I'm thinking about somebody else then.
It's all
Go ahead.
good. 4th round pick, made the All Rookie team. 27 career sacks. Ran a 4.67 at the combine when he came out. 8.5 sacks was his career high his rookie year.
He's been a 5-6 sack guy ever since then.
Yeah, the only thing that's slowing him down is injury. Like he
Last
missed
year, what happened? What happened last year? Because he didn't get a sack last year, didn't he?
back injury.
Okay.
So he played 6 games, but he was hindered by a bad back. The year before that, he played all 17 games and got 7 sacks. Did not play at all in 2021 because he was hurt.
Damn.
5.5 sacks in 2020.
In the last
Five.
3 years, how many games? In the last 3 games, in the last 3 years, how many games has he played?
23.
Damn. 17. Well, I'll put it to you like this. Positive thing about this is this young man has a lot of tread on tires.
Mm-hmm.
Because one thing about not playing is you're not playing.
Also, they want to know what his specs are, like his height, weight, and all the other stuff. Glad you asked. He's 6'2", 261 pounds, 31.5 inch arm span, ran a 4.67 at the combine. So he's a decent size end. He's not a little dude by any stretch of the imagination. So he's not somebody that's just like a speed rusher or anything like that. He is actually built like a real defensive end. So, you push 260, 270, you a big boy.
That's true.
So you had concerns about. I'm not sure if he's the world greatest run defender. I know that Mike Zimmer is going to push for all his defensive ends to be able to stop the run, but he has the requisite size to be on the field at all times. So it's not like you got to sub him out.
Yeah, I feel like he's more of a Dante Fowler replacement. Like Sam Williams, to replace Sam Williams, I would think you need to go a little bit more younger and a little bit more. But it's like, this is the thing, right? I'm not trying to shade on Sam Williams, but the Cowboys really aren't trying to replace Sam Williams. You know what I'm saying? Like, our season was not going to be made or broken off Sam Williams. You know what I'm saying? Like, he is like, he's not even like the icing on the cake. He's more like the sprinkles. Like, cake is still pretty damn good you know what I'm saying? Listen to me. Cake is good without icing. It's good with icing. Cake is still good without sprinkles. It's really good with cake and sprinkle with icing. You know what I'm saying? But you can still have cake, icing, and no sprinkles. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's still levels to the cake. That's what I'm saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Sam Williams was sprinkles. You know what I'm saying? He was not the cake, and nor was he even the icing on the cake. You know what I'm saying? He was a sprinkle. You know what I mean? He was a guy that was going to give you a every now and then. Now, think about this. The Cowboys would have loved because I'm gonna tell you and I'm to a degree, I don't like it that Sam Williams got hurt at all. But I also know that the Cowboys was gonna try to use Sam Williams to diminish Micah Parsons' money. So I thought it was kind of crazy that he got hurt in that same season. So now there's nothing they can really use on this roster to take sacks away from him. Because realistically, DeMarcus Lawrence is on the other side and he is by himself. DeMarcus Lawrence is always gonna be by himself because of how the way DeMarcus Lawrence did it. But in my opinion, like I don't necessarily, the fact that they're putting this big old stock on we gotta replace Sam Williams. I'm like, damn, we had Sam Williams being that important to this defense. Like I knew he was important to this defense, and I know he was gonna ball, he was gonna add, but I didn't think that Sam Williams was going to be the cake or the icing on the cake. I thought Sam Williams was more like sprinkles, like a Dante Fowler, Dorrance Armstrong, like, yes, you know, we're not going to die with these guys, but they give us extra. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. So this is what I say.
And Slam Williams is my dude. So don't nobody clip this and send it to him, because that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, yeah, I mean, y'all know what I'm saying. It sounds worse when I try to clean it up. I'm gonna just leave it to I said.
Let it go. But let me get it. So I'm gonna say this. I don't think it's more so of replacing just Sam Williams. I think you needed to add defensive ends and pass rushers anyway because you lost 3 of them.
Fact. Thank you. That sounds better.
You lost 3 guys. You lost. Don't even think about it. Just one person. You lost 16 sacks. And
Fact.
Where are you going to get the other 16 sacks from? Because listen.
And you weren't getting all those from Sam Williams because he was not having 16 sacks this year.
You weren't getting them all from Sam Williams. I mean, technically, you lost 4 with Sam. You lost close to 8 with Dorrance Armstrong. And you lost like another 4 or 5.
Hey, real talk. You really needed to replace Dorrance Armstrong. Now that you bring this thing up, that's who you're really replacing, Dorrance Armstrong, and that was supposed to be Sam Williams. So now Sam Williams is gone. So you still need to replace Dorrance Armstrong. Then you replace Sam Williams. That's a good ass little thing you did right there.
Yeah. See, we're not just talking about replacing one guy. A defensive line is always going to be a unit of guys. It's going to be a group of guys coming together to get to the quarterback. Well, you had a very productive unit last year. I know Micah Parsons is the face of the pass rush. I know DeMarcus Lawrence is the elder statesman. I said my volume going up and down. It do that stupid stuff for some reason. But I just put it back up. So I appreciate you for letting me know.
It's loud like a mother.
All right, cool. So yeah, man. So
hey, you should do a little video right now. On the Cowboys replacing 16. All you gotta do is clip it. This is a good little thing.
I'll clip it later. Matter of fact, that you said something. But yeah, man, the Dallas Cowboys are replacing 16 sacks, and to do that, you got to bring in a multitude of guys to do their job. And because remember,
to do it the cheap way. Because
remember,
you could just go get one.
You could have went and got the Neil Hunter or somebody and
paid one dude to get you 16 sacks.
Yeah, but the Dallas Cowboys, they love to do things the economic way. So they went out there, they got a little bit of this from over yonder, a little bit of this from there, and they're gonna put it together and try to get you close to those 16 sacks. And listen, I don't have a problem with it that way. You know what I'm saying? As long as you get the results in the production, I don't care how you do it. So if I got one guy get me 15 sacks, and then another guy get me 6, another guy get me 5, another guy get me 5, another guy get me 4. As long as I'm getting to the quarterback and getting pressures and getting sacks and tackles for loss, I don't really care the method that you do it. So this is the thought process of the Dallas Cowboys. That's how they decided to replace the production of the pass rusher that they lost, and we'll see if it paid dividends. But I do like Carl Lawson out there.
Yeah, I mean, out of that 16, I think Carl Lawson should be able to, with this defense, he should be able to get you 6.
At least 6.
So now you're down to 10. So now you're down to 10. And I'm gonna tell you this right here. You might not need to replace all 16 because there should be an expectation that Micah Parsons should get more sacks this year. Because in his mind, he's been thinking guys like Dante Fowler and Dorrance Armstrong have been taking sacks from him. They miss the homies, but you're not going to tell me that he doesn't feel that way
Yeah, and
because
listen,
they're only getting those sacks when he's on the bench.
I was gonna say because we know that Mike Zimmer likes to run that double A nickel mug, and Michael Parsons is probably gonna be standing up over the center a lot more, and they could probably still be on the field, and he can still get more sacks. So Michael Parsons should have 18 sacks this year. If you trust Mike Zimmer, you trust his ability to generate pressure and assimilate pressure and all those things with his scheme.
And if you
Michael
let Michael
Parsons,
Parsons play the whole game, shoot, which I
I mean,
don't think that Zimmer's going to be doing. I don't think that Zimmer's going to be one of those. You have Micah, like last year. I like Dan Quinn, but I'm gonna tell you this: there was too many clips of Micah Parsons standing on the sideline because Micah Stein stands like this. I don't know what's up with that, but I don't know what's up with this. Just like run like every player has their little tick thing. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. Him and Zeke stand like this. I don't know why they do that. Like there's so many big pictures of Zeke standing like this. I don't know what's what that. But Micah does it too.
yeah, man. I think listen. I think Micah will play. Only thing I want from Micah, and I think that Mike Zimmer will help him play more because Michael Parsons, as we know, he's an undersized guy coming off of the edge consistently. So when you're coming off the edge, you're going up against a tackle, but you're also going up from chips from running backs. You're also going up from double teams and
Yeah,
everything else.
I was gonna say whenever you always say undersized, but I'm happy I was gonna correct you right now, but you corrected yourself because he is not undersized at his position. He's undersized because of the guys he's going because everybody's is looking like Micah Parsons now. You know what I'm saying? All these defensive ends are trying to be like his size at 240. They're all looking like LeBron James.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
they trying to transition to to slimmer guys, but you still
They
got
want to look like LeBron James. Like
yeah.
if LeBron James was out there rushing the quarterback, bruh. 6 foot. How big is LeBron? 6'11".
He's like 6'11". He like 6'8", 6'9", some shit, 250,
But you know
240.
what I mean? Like
Yeah.
everybody be saying if they put LeBron James, he'd be a tight end. No, if LeBron James was on the field, he'd be rushing the quarterback.
I was gonna say because like it's a give and take because you still got guys like the Trey Hendricksons, you still got guys like the Max Crosbys and the DeMarcus Lawrences, of course, that the 260, 270 guys.
But those guys are helping you stop the run too, though. That's why
They
those
do
guys.
both. Yeah, they do
Yeah,
both.
those guys like
They gonna get you 14 sacks and stop the run. You know what I mean?
yes, and I'm going to tell you, that's the reason why DeMarcus Lawrence does not have to get 15, 17, 18 sacks. He doesn't have to. And I'm going to tell you this right here. That's why DeMarcus Lawrence got paid like a guy who gets 18 sacks, and he doesn't because of his ability to stop the run. And I'm going to tell you guys this right here. That's why Micah Parsons looks like Micah Parsons and DeMarcus Lawrence looks like DeMarcus Lawrence. And I'm going to tell you guys something. Sam Williams looks more like DeMarcus Lawrence than he does Micah Parsons.
Yeah, Sam Williams. Yeah, Sam Williams is
He's built more, bro. Sam Williams, when you're standing out there, he's one of your bigger dudes on defense as far as like athletic dudes that are big. You know what I mean? Like Mazi Smiths is a mountain. But I'm saying when you're looking at like Sam Williams is noticeably bigger than Micah Parsons, bro. Like standing beside each other, like they look each other in the face, but Sam is bigger than Micah Parsons. Like Sam is big like DeMarcus Lawrence big. Like they're square. Like Micah is more like slender. You know what I mean? Like even their body, like you know what I mean? Like think about this like a guard and a tackle. Guards are usually shorter and they're like solid. You know what I mean? Where tackles are usually taller and they're like they're long as hell. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what you get when you get DeMarcus Lawrence. I mean, freaking like Sam could probably play D tackle if you put him out there. I think Sam Williams will play D tackle if you put him out there. Micah's not playing D tackle.
Speaking of
D tackle,
hey, I love the segue.
Speaking of D tackle,
we got us one. We got him.
He got him.
Dallas
70,000 views. My video did 72,000 views.
Hey, that's beautiful, man. That's beautiful. Y'all make sure. Hey, and listen, just because we on here talking about it, y'all make sure y'all go and watch it some more. Share, watch it, let a friend know. Cause ain't everybody seen it. So listen. Dallas Cowboys have brought in Jordan Phillips for a 2026 7th rounder.
Traded for him.
Yep, we got him from the New York Football Giants. Now he ain't even played a snap for the Giants yet, so I
Never
want y'all
played one snap for the Giants.
never. What
So
y'all
that's
remember
why
this
y'all
man
couldn't find
from?
him in. That's why y'all couldn't find no pictures of him in Giants uniforms. I know. I was looking too.
Yeah, what y'all remember this man from is playing for the Bills. He played for the Bills for two different 2 year stints for 4 years.
Yep.
So the first time around, y'all might remember him being in the camera doing the Zeke Feed Me celebration after they
That
beat
was
the
that was
Buccaneers.
3 years. That was 3 years ago when they came to Dallas, and the
No, that's
Buffalo Bills.
five.
It was been 5 years.
That was 2019, bro. That was 2019, the year that we missed the
Oh my
playoffs.
God.
2019. That was 5 years ago. And what's crazy,
Gee.
that was probably his best year as a pro because he had 9.5 sacks as a one tech.
Yeah. Hey, I remember in that year they were talking about this dude was going to be one of the highest paid defensive players in the league at some point.
Man, the dude, listen, to be that big, to be able to stop the run, and to be able to have some pass rushing ability, like that's you usually don't
That's
get that.
Aaron Donald.
Yeah, man. And listen, he balled. Listen, I know a lot of people are gonna say whatever they say, scrutinize certain things about players, whatever. We can't say shit about Jordan Phillips because even last year, this man balled against us. He had tackles for loss. He had a quarterback hit. He had a sack. He had a drop interception. Like they dropped this man into coverage. Dak hit this man in both hands, and he just dropped it because he's a defensive tackle. Like the man is a baller. I don't give a damn what nobody
And
talk about.
I'm gonna tell y'all this right here. Y'all remember when Jason Kelsey, center for the Philadelphia Eagles, was complaining to the NFL about how defensive tackles were playing the push tush, and how he said that there are guys in the NFL that defended every day who don't do what he does. You know the guy that he was pissed off about who he was?
Jordan
Jordan
Phillips.
Phillips. Jordan Phillips had Jason Kelsey in his feelings, boy. He had that boy in his feelings. I absolutely love it. One thing about Jordan Phillips is he is your quintessential defensive tackle. Like people think that offensive linemen are just like these nice fluffy guys that are just like just really nice, just love, you know what I mean? But people don't understand that offensive linemen are some of the most nastiest, sneakiest people in the world because they do nasty, sneaky stuff all the time on an offensive line and never get caught for it. It'd be the defensive player who get caught for it all the time. Well, guess what? Jordan Phillips is a nasty defensive tackle. He's the type of dude that's going to try to stick his hand in somebody's face mask. He's the type of dude, like he's a set the tone type of dude, man. Like, and I'm going to tell you this right here. In order to be friends with him and play with him, you're gonna have to match his intensity. So you know how, like, honestly, Jordan Phillips he's gonna act like I don't think there's much that he can. Mazi Smith is doing a good job and he's enhancing. So I think Mazi Smith is on the right path to success. But I also believe that there are certain things that people have to teach you via their attitude and just what you got to do. And I'm gonna tell you this: Jordan Phillips, he's the type of dude that's gonna teach Mazi Smith that listen to me, man, to make it in this league, to be in this league, playing this position that I play for this long, bro. You're gonna have to be nasty, bro. Forget that strength stuff. Forget that technique. Your offensive linemen, if they do not hate you, you are not doing your job. And I'm gonna tell you this right now: offensive linemen do not like Jordan Phillips. They did not like this man. They did not like him, bruh. We didn't
Hey,
like him. Listen to me.
hell no,
We
we did
didn't
not.
like him when we played him, bruh.
Hey, I'm gonna say this too.
He wore us out that day, bro. I ain't gonna lie, but they shut down Zeke. Why you think they was doing the feed me sign in the damn
Yeah,
camera? They
they
shut him down, bruh.
listen. They shut down the whole offense. But this is what I'm gonna say about Jordan Phillips for the folks talk about. And he ain't that good. He's the best defensive tackle on your team. He is the best defensive
Right now,
tackle
and he hasn't
on
even played a down. And he
yeah,
hasn't even played a down for the Cowboys. And
he's
he's
the
our
best.
best.
He's the best defensive tackle that the Dallas Cowboys got. He's better than Mazi Smith right now. He's better than Carl Lawson, who just got. A matter of fact, no,
Bro, he's
no,
better
not
than
Carl
any
Lawson.
listen,
Carl
bro, he's
Davis.
better than anything we've had in the last he's
No,
better than anything we've had in the last 5 years, bro.
I forgot to
Name
say
me a defense.
Carl Davis got waived. Matter of fact, so he's not even on the team.
Yes. Hey, Henny. realistically, he's the best defensive tackle skill set we've had since Gerald McCoy.
And Gerald McCoy didn't even play for us.
And Gerald McCoy didn't even play a down, bruh. But and think about this, and he's better. And think about this, he's the best defensive tackle we've had since Gerald McCoy. And at this point of his career, he's better than Gerald McCoy. Gerald McCoy was literally a year away from retirement when he signed from Dallas Cowboys. Want to know why? Because he retired the next year.
Yep. He said, it's sad but correct. Listen, this is the best the Dallas Cowboys could do in August. If the Dallas Cowboys wanted a big name one tech, they could have went and got DJ Reader earlier on. They could have went and got such and such. They didn't. But what they did not do was sit on their hands and wait for the season to start when they had an obvious deficiency at the defensive tackle position. So I will give them their flowers when they do competent stuff, just like I will drag their stupid ass when they do stuff that's dumb. I would say he is better than Jonathan Hankins at this point in their career.
Yes, he is.
Because listen, Jonathan Hankins might be a slightly better run defender, but he is so much better as a pass rusher that it gives him the edge. Because there's like a very small gap in run defense at that point where Jonathan Hankins was when he last played for us last year, and then there's a huge gap in pass rush ability. So yes, I would say that Jordan Phillips, unbiasedly, because I love Jonathan Hankins. I wish they had re-signed him. Non-biasedly, I believe Jordan Phillips is a better football player right now at this point in their careers.
Yes, and I'm going to tell you this right here. Jordan Phillips is not looking to retire. He's looking for a check. So Jordan Phillips is probably going to be hanging around for another 2 years. Whereas in Jonathan Hankins is playing year from year, and if he gets it, like Jonathan Hankins, I love him, but he's literally like one phone call away from retirement, bro. Like, because what's keeping Jonathan Hankins in the league right now is his ability. Like, Jordan Phillips was literally, you had to trade for him. I mean, you had to go get this kid. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, at the end of the day, man. Like, this is a guy who was going to be on a roster this year, regardless of what we thought. He was going to be on somebody's roster. And then guess what? At the end of that contract, he was going to do what? Try to get a deal from somebody. So his mindset, like your mindset on trying to still prove the league wrong versus you're trying to get some money put in your paycheck so you can go, and I'm not, and I love Jonathan Hankins, but I'm just saying they're even going to different places in their life. Like Jonathan Hankins, his money, he's saving his money so he can get his pie in the sky ready. Jordan, my guy right here, he's still working because he still feels that he's one of the better at his position. So it's like what you can get out of these guys are totally different too.
So I'll say.
And guess what, Mazi? And guess what? Y'all saw the difference between Jonathan Hankins on our defense last year and not. So imagine what it's going to be with with this guy, Jordan Phillips. Because our defense was better when and no shade on Hankins, but our defense was the best when he was on the field. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Yeah, when Hankins was out there, we were almost a yard better against the run. So we were a much better run defense with Jonathan Hankins was on the field.
So you're telling me we're getting a guy that might be better? That's a good thing.
It's a good thing. So this is another thing I want to throw out there about that. He still can be a mentor for Mazi Smiths because we're not putting Mazi Smith out the pasture. We're just saying Mazi Smith, instead of playing 50 snaps, which I don't think you could do anyway because of your conditioning at this point, you just got to play 20. You just have to play 15. And we're going to bring you along slowly, situationally put you on the field, and you got a guy who's been in the league for almost 11 years. You got a guy that's an 11-year veteran that can show you the ropes, show you how to be a mean, nasty, ruthless-ass defensive tackle. And, hell, he might even show you a thing or two about pass rushing. So
yeah, and you know what he also might do? You know what he also might do? He also takes the stress off of us having to play. Like, now we have someone else we can depend on. So everything Mazi Smith does now is actually extra because I'm not even going to put those expectations. Because my question is this. Is Jordan Phillips better than Mazi Smith right now? Yes. So then guess what? Mazi Smith is no longer my expectation guy. Jordan Phillips is.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So guess what that means? That means now Mazi Smith should play better. Why? Because he's in a diminished role now. You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine if you told Mike, and I'm not using this as an example because he's not Michael Jordan, but what if someone told you Michael Jordan's coming off the bench? You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, you got what? You know what I'm saying? Now, instead of Mazi Smith being out there on every play, now you got him coming in as a rotational player. You know what I'm saying? And they're going to split it so that what that really means is both these guys are going to be 100% fresh and healthy. End goal, honestly, for Jordan Phillips is to be available in the playoffs because Jordan Phillips is the type of player where you're going to feel him in the playoffs. When we get in the playoffs, because listen to me, you may not even have too many Jordan Phillips during the regular season because teams don't run the ball during the regular season. I'm just keeping it real with you. But Jordan Phillips is a player come playoffs when teams are legitimately trying to run the ball all of a sudden. Because remember, that's what they do when they come play the Cowboys. They run the ball. That's when you're going to see the effect of Jordan Phillips.
I agree. So let's move on to the next upcoming preseason game because the Dallas Cowboys will be playing the Las Vegas Raiders in Las Vegas. I think West Coast will be in the building for that, by the way.
I will.
Okay. All right, so we'll get some exclusive content from there. So, but this is the thing I want to talk about with the Raiders. It's going to be an entirely different animal when the Dallas Cowboys play the Los Angeles Raiders because the Raiders play their starters in the preseason. Like Max Crosby, who was one of the better defensive ends in the National Football League, played a lot of snaps in the preseason game last week. Like they had all their guys out there not named Devontae Adams because they played their two quarterbacks.
He might actually play because they don't know who their quarterback is.
I was gonna say Aiden O'Connell was the starter last year, and then they had signed what's the boy name?
They got Gardner Minshew too, don't they?
They signed Gardner Minshew, and this is what I'm gonna say about those two quarterbacks. Both of them are better than the quarterback the Dallas Cowboys defense played last week. Both of them.
I was about to. Here's funny. I was gonna say all the quarterbacks. I was thinking about Trey.
You got to stop.
I would say he better than all. I would say he better than all the quarterbacks that played last week, except for Cooper Rush. So I'm gonna tell you this right here. And I'm gonna say this to begin with. Cowboys are gonna lose this game. Y'all know that, right? Because you know what I just heard. This is what I just heard. I just heard that the Raiders are about to play damn near their starters versus the Dallas Cowboys, who are not playing their starters. So I'm gonna let y'all know right now, the Cowboys are going to lose this game.
9 times out of 10.
Because you heard what he just said, bro. Max Crosby played week 1 last week, preseason game last week. You know what I'm saying? They are going to put a better team on the paper than the Dallas Cowboys are going to. I'm just telling y'all that right there. So we will probably lose this game. So now that we can establish that, go ahead and tell me what you were saying. I don't want nobody in my inbox talking about we lost no damn we 0-2 in the preseason. It's gonna be some weird ass Eagle fan. I don't even know if the Eagles listen to me. This Eagle fan talking about y'all lost the I'm like, bro, I don't even know if y'all won or lost. I don't know. Like my parlay didn't hit, so I know y'all didn't win.
Hey, I was just gonna say, man.
Yes, I bet on preseason games. I do bet on preseason games.
You gotta stop.
I know, I do. I know.
You gotta stop this shit. But
I know. We'll talk offline more about it. But yeah, I know.
No, I was just saying, you gotta
stop betting on preseason games, bro.
At least if we ain't playing Kansas City because Patrick Mahomes playing the first half.
Hey, we need to talk about that because, man, I'm gonna tell you this right here, man. Cowboys, listen, bro. If the Chiefs can play their starting offense,
hold on. Jerry Jones done lived through losing his favorite player in the preseason.
Yes, but that happened that happened twice because it happened once with Tony Romo. Listen to me, man. Listen, this is what I say.
It just depends on what you feel, man.
Man, you can't play scared though. You can't play through somebody else's injuries. I get it, man. Like this is one thing I will say. The fact that this is the only thing I will say. Since CeeDee Lamb is not signed, I get it. But I will say this. I also don't get it because if I'm a young wide receiver, bro, I'm like, I'm not going to make this team. And when I see Trey Lance in the street, I'm going to whoop his ass. Why? Because you're supposed to be a quarterback and you're supposed to be able to throw me that goddamn football. And now I'm out here washing dishes at my local chicken shack. Why? Because your ass didn't know how to put the ball where it's supposed to be. There are wide receivers who are literally not going to make a team because this young man don't know how to put the ball where it's supposed to be, bruh. Listen to me. Yeah, listen to me. It looks really, really dope when a wide receiver catches an overthrown ball. But at the end of the day, that only counts as one catch with no yards.
Mm-hmm.
So
And
to a
listen,
receiver, yeah, you get the but you know what you don't get? You don't get the touchdown. You don't get the yards associated with it. Why? Because you're catching balls and getting tackled.
I was gonna say there's an hour and 10-minute video y'all can watch of Trey Lance film breakdown from a guy that is a former NFL quarterback and actually played with Mike.
Who's not a Cowboy fan either. Say that.
He's not a Cowboys fan or a Cowboys hater, and he
Or a
played
Frisco fan.
under Mike McCarthy. Mike McCarthy was his offensive coordinator in New Orleans. So go to the quarterback school, watch the film breaking down on Trey Lance. It is horrible.
Hey,
Even
matter of fact, can
even the
everybody
plays. Go ahead.
can everybody do us a favor? Can you guys go to the quarterback school on Instagram? We're trying to get this guy on our show. Instagram, Twitter. Can y'all tag him? Tag West Coast. Tag him as many times as y'all can. Tell him we want to interview him. Great. Hey, listen, I like the video because it's unbiased. You can 100% tell that he was a player and he's speaking from a player standpoint. You know what I'm saying? Really good video.
Mm-hmm. And listen, like he has no favorites. He has some film breakdowns that are good for Dak. He has some film breakdowns where Dak Prescott was fucking up. You know what I'm saying? Like he is unbiased. You know what I'm saying? When a player does good, he says so. When they are messing up, he says so. So y'all should definitely check his content out, man.
An
But yeah,
hour
make sure
long
y'all
video,
do that.
bro. You can't be biased on an hour long video. You're not gonna find that much content. You know what I'm saying? If you're trying to help someone else, an hour, 15 minutes into it, you're gonna run out of stuff to say.
Mm-hmm.
The only way you can do an hour long film kind of thing is if it's honest, because the film is gonna show it anyway, or it's gonna 15 minutes into it, everybody's gonna know your BS.
Mm-hmm. He said, yeah. Now listen, he said there's some things conceptually he didn't like, but he also said it's preseason. So you know what I'm saying? So he also said it's preseason. So there's some things conceptually he didn't like, doesn't like about some of the footwork, but you know that's neither here nor there. He said they did sign Carl Lawson too, Rachel. I'm glad you slid in here. But in regards to the Raiders, though, man, listen. This is what I want from the Dallas Cowboys. For however many snaps that Max Crosby is on the field, I want Tyler Guyton out there going against him. Because I got to see if the man can play left tackle against the premier pass rushers. Because listen, I love that he played well in the preseason last week. But he was probably one of the best players out there. He was a first-round pick playing against guys who were fourth-round picks, fifth-round picks, undrafted free agents, came up for the UFL. He wasn't playing no marquee pass rushers or anything. So I expected what I saw from him because he was the better talent. I want to see what he looks like against starting caliber defensive end. And whatever happens, your starting quarterback ain't back there. So if you give up a sack and somebody, Lord forbid, somebody gets a little nicked up, it's not Dak Prescott. So your season ain't over with.
What you talking about? If he get nicked up, what you talking about? Trey Lance supposed to show me that his ass can be athletic. If you get icked up, I'm asking you why your legs didn't activate. Yeah, you mean what?
Activates, not good. What would they let Cooper Rush play, man? Cooper Rush ain't gonna make it. Cooper Rush
Man,
gonna
I'm gonna
run the
tell y'all this.
stick.
I'm gonna tell y'all this right here. If Cooper Rush does not play, you know what that means? He's guaranteed lock on your second string quarterback, and we don't even have to watch the game. Listen to me. It is going to be unfair. If I'm one of these young wide receivers, bro, I'm gonna be pissed off if freaking Trey Lance played 3 quarters of football. I'm gonna be freaking pissed off, bro.
You
That
sure?
dude threw 100, and everybody's like, "Yeah, we should give him another try." I'm like, "Yes, but listen, I'm not trying to be selfish against Trey Lance. I'm trying to be selfish toward the other people on this team. Like, we still need to see what our young titan, like John Stevens, bro. I don't want to not see John Stevens because we were so busy looking at freaking Trey Lance.
Oh, hold on. Blue and gold matter. Go watch
There
the
was people
hour.
open.
Go.
Number 6 was
Hold on.
open.
Hold on. Go. There's an hour worth of footage showing there were guys wide open.
Wide open, bro. There were people open in that game. Number
He
6 was getting open all day.
he missed. Matter of fact, he missed a tight end wide open for a touchdown. There was a bunch of things. There were a bunch of things that were open for Trey Lance. Right, there was a bunch of shit that was open for Trey Lance, and he was too cautionary or just didn't trust the throw or whatever it was, and he did not attempt it. You can go watch it. Like, you ain't got to believe me. There were guys wide open by NFL standards.
Hey,
He did
GM,
not
can I
throw
ask
the
you a
ball
question?
to.
Hey, can I ask you a question? On the deep pass, Cooper Rush through the Copper. Was he open? Not really. Did he get the ball? Yes, he did. Bro, listen to me. The NFL quarterbacks are not trained to throw to open receivers because for the most part, nobody's really open. That's why they measure separation. They don't even measure how many times you get open in the NFL. You want to know why? Because people don't rarely get open. You know what they measure in the NFL? How far you're from someone. Why? Because there's someone always going to be around you in the NFL because everybody is fast. Everybody is left. No, listen to me. If there's listen, I'm going to tell you what happens when you have a bunch of wide open receivers. The Cowboys versus the freaking Packers. That's what happens.
Blown coverage.
Blown coverage, bro. You get your ass mollywopped.
Yeah. No, that's wide open. That's wide open in college. What the Dallas Cowboys did, and you finna open up old wounds. I try to let
A tight end getting 60-something yards, bro. Get the hell out of here, bro. That's wide open, bro. How often does that happen? Not in the NFL. They don't happen very much. And think about this. We were the only team that gave up that many points. You want to know why? Because that doesn't rarely happen. That doesn't really happen.
He said, "Yeah, blown assignments. That's about it. You wide open. Somebody messed up, and really, that's one of the reasons why the tight end was wide open because both of the guys blew the assignment. They both went with a different player, and nobody picked up the tight end that would have been wide open for the touchdown.
And that's why they was both running down the sidelines like this, like
ooh, thank you, Jesus.
Nah, they was running down the sidelines like, whose man was that?
Like shit. Hey, I hope coach don't see that in film.
Because you got to remember, Brad. Listen to me. As soon as you make a mistake on an NFL field, you know what you realize it was recorded.
Like everybody seen
whatever you just did, it was recorded.
Well, they finna talk crazy to you. And listen, what you don't understand is just because the play wasn't made on the field, the coach is finna tear your ass loose in film study.
Yeah.
Like the moment they play that back and they see that you blew the coverage, but he just didn't throw the ball over there. Oh man, they talking crazy to you. Also
remember this too, because there's a video going out that everybody's making fun of number 55 on that rush on when the running back ran beside him. But hey, I listen to me. If he was supposed to be in that gap, I'm making fun of him too. But at the same time, you got to remember, as a linebacker, you have somewhere you're supposed to be. And if you're where you're supposed to be and somewhere goes where you used to get, where you were at, that wasn't your job. That was the guy who was supposed to fill that space. You know what I'm saying? But that's also another situation of what? Blown coverage. Because there's no defense in football that does not have something in the A gap and the B gap at the same time. There's no defense where we're saying, hey, leave the A gap alone and we're going to 100 because they're 100% going to the B gap. There's no defense in football that does that. So that means somebody, either him or somebody else was supposed to be in that gap.
It be like that too. He said,
listen, there's holes on the offensive line and there's gaps on the defensive line. And guess what? They are all equal. They're all even. So guess what? There's always supposed to be somebody in front of somebody. You know what I'm saying? Because when there's not, you know what that means? Your running back's getting to the linebacker. If your running back's getting to the linebacker, he makes him miss. The thing about this, the players get smaller as they go back. So there's no reason you would want a hole on your offensive line, on your defensive line. Why? Because your linebacker is smaller than your defensive tackle.
Oh, also, LandLord's in the building, man. He said, my bad, y'all. I had some stuff come up on me. It be like that sometime, man. Life be lifing.
That boy had that chili come up on him. I heard it.
Man. But that's what I really want to see. And we'll touch on it in a little bit more depth later on, man. I got to get back to work.
How many people we got up here?
219 people across all platforms.
Hey, that's what's up. Hey, man, listen, I got Cowboy jerseys. If you need Cowboy jerseys, make sure you guys tap in. They're $80. I got some new orders coming out. I didn't want to start ordering jerseys before I made sure I had everything in-house first. Well, I got everything back in-house, so we're all up and we got everything good. So I am taking new jersey orders right now. So if you need it, make sure you guys tap in. West Coast Cannabis, I got that too. So make sure you guys tap in on that. Some of the best premium cannabis in the world. So if you need cannabis, inbox me. If you need Cowboy jerseys, inbox me. I'm going this week. I'm going to the Cowboys versus Raiders. I will probably do a turnaround trip. I don't know as of yet, you know what I'm saying? Because the game's at 1:00. I mean, my son's birthday's tomorrow, so I know I'm not going during the day. But I'm probably going to do a turnaround trip, just go down there, drive down early Saturday morning. I'll pretend like I'm going to training camp or something because Vegas and training camp or listen to me. It's actually faster to get to Vegas than it is to get to training camp because there's less traffic. going to training camp. I mean, there's less traffic going for me going to Vegas. So going to Vegas and going to training camp are the exact same difference. That's to let you know how far I was driving for training camp. So I'm gonna go to Las Vegas because it's actually it's just a 15 straight down the street. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be there in about 2.5 hours, and then I'm gonna take a shower at my boy's house, SFDC. Shout out my boy Lewis, and then I'll be at the game.
Indeed, man. But yeah, man, and hey, it's your boy Henny the Moore reporting live from the liquor store. Um, I'll be back live again, man. Probably later on tonight. If the Dallas Cowboys have any other pressing news, hopefully they get contracts done with their quarterback and wide receiver.
They're gonna get listen to me. They're gonna get signed. They're gonna get signed the day before we go back to Dallas. Because listen, Jerry Jones as a businessman knows that he didn't make any money off of California. We'll figure it out. We'll do it differently next year. Like the experiment of just charge everybody because it's the Cowboys and they'll come. I'm happy that Cowboy Nation showed us, nah, bro, you can do that in Dallas, but you can't do this shit in California. Why? Because we really do have high rents. You can't charge us $250 to watch a team practice because we really do have high rents out here. So guess what? They're going to take the show back to Dallas. They'll take their loss in California. They'll go back to California. They'll go back to Texas. And then guess what? Jerry Jones going to have this great idea. You know how we could get training camp cracking? How about we tell CeeDee Lamb to come hang out? Well, he's only going to hang out if you give him some money. Well, we got money. Okay, we'll give it to him. We always had money. It was never about the money. Yeah, you're right. All right, sign him. Then guess what? Training camp was cracking. I'm going to tell you this right now. If the Dallas Cowboys, I'm going to put it like this, with what they've done already, and keep it real, they really haven't really done much in the grand scheme of things in free agency. But since we don't never do nothing, whenever we do a little bit, it'd be like, oh my God. Now imagine how Cowboy Nation is going to feel when they sign Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb. The nation's going to think for sure we're going to the Super Bowl that day. Ticket prices are going to go up by 15%, and Jerry's going to make his money. You dig?
Indeed, man, indeed. And hey, the real trying to holler at you when you touch down to Vegas, man. You gonna be at the game.
And hey, listen to me, man. I suck at meeting up with people, so y'all got to meet up with me. I'm just telling y'all that right now. I suck at meeting up with people. I'll be at the stadium. My number is on here, so you just got to tap in with me. Just, man, I'll be at the stadium and we just lock in. But I suck. I absolutely suck at meeting up with people.
Indeed, man. But hey, Wes, what you be telling the folks, man, when we wrap things up?
Shoot, man. Never look down because stars up. Peace.